I respect Detroit. All my first cousins live in Detroit, just about. I respect the city, but hip hop, we're not gonna do that. Hoop, hairlines, glasses, wingtip shoes.
We have two very special guests joining us on the show today, two Detroit legends in their own right, here to promote their new series on Tubi, Southwest High. Please welcome former NBA star and sports analyst Jalen Rose, who is an EP on the project, as well as Darnell Lindsey Jr., who is starring on the show. Thank you so much for coming on with us.
What up, though? Appreciate the love. It's a perfect day to boss up.
Yeah, man, we appreciate you being here, my brother. We appreciate you being here. I just got to get this out the way, just off the top. A lot is said about your hairline and how crisp it is, how perfect it is. I have tons of family in Detroit, so I know that Detroit barbers do not play. Very much like Philly in that way, right? So from y'all, because y'all both have very healthy hairlines, I wear hats a lot, which implies something. What's the best way your brother can preserve his hairline?
Man, you got where that do-rag, dog. I don't know. You got braids, man. I got a low cut, man. I don't know. This is the first time I probably ever seen Jalen without a cut, dog. This is matter of fact. I gotta take this moment in, man. I feel special, man. I feel special.
Right,
Jalen,
y'all gonna have my entire team mad at me. I'm sorry, to disappoint. I ain't had time to get a cut today. I'm juggling multiple things or whatever. Like I said, the Fab Five documentary, you can't get a fresh cut every day. You know, you set the expectation and then people expect it 24/7, 365.
But is it genetics that keeps the hairline intact, or do you tell the barber, hey, don't touch the corners, my boy, like ease up in the corners?
Well, I got to tell you something, and obviously we got some Detroit barbers that I love, and being able to travel. You know, I have Andy Authentic on the East Coast. I have my guy Hawk when I'm in Atlanta, because I spend a lot of time down there. But my brother that I've had the longest is actually from Philly, as you mentioned, the 215.
They don't play.
Sean Porter, a.k.a. Shiz. He the one that told me, before you go on TV, just get a fresh cut. That's all you got to do. So I don't do anything. Yes, genetics. My father had his hair. My mom had her hair. But I really don't do anything but sit in the chair, to be honest.
Darnell, where your mustache at, yo? What happened?
Hey, I just wrapped on a movie yesterday. I had to be
congrats,
younger.
man. Congrats.
Oh, yes, congratulations.
I had to be a little younger, man. So, hey, I'm here, though.
What up, Raymond? How you doing?
What's up? What's your name, Nolan? What's up, brother?
Yeah, that's what happened when you got 9 projects going all at the same time.
Man.
You know what I mean? In a good way. Because they must have gave him another bag, because when we asked him to cut his mustache for the promo picture, he's like, I ain't trying to do that,
It definitely was well worth it, for sure. So I did try to fight to keep it, but I said, all right, man, I'll do it, man. I'll do it.
Congrats, man. Congrats on the
Yes, indeed. But to answer your question about haircuts, like for example, when I helped ESPN launch a show called Get Up in 2017, it's still going on to this day. Every morning I got to line up before I did the show Monday through Friday to answer your question. But for a guy, that sounds crazy, right? But every time I ended up at work, the hair and makeup are there for the young ladies.
That's a fact.
You just don't get that. And so as somebody that has done TV 25 or 30 years, that's what ends up happening with a lack of grooming for the men that you actually see for public consumption, because we don't always have that available to us.
That's a fact, man. I'm clear that you did not share your barber with Stephen A. Smith, though, because his crazy. But Samari,
Let's get into the show, Southwest High,
is this
right?
on the phone? Hold on.
Hey, man. Hey.
Don't judge me, but all observation.
Yeah, let's get into the new series, Southwest High. Jalen, I want to get your thoughts on why you wanted to do a series like this, where you kind of touch on every single thing I feel like young people right now are dealing with. I don't think that there's a single thing that you don't touch on in this series. Was that something going into it that you wanted to do?
Absolutely. That was important for us to highlight all sides of our people in a lot of ways as it relates to education, how difficult it is to be an educator, sometimes how it can be a thankless job, but also you have some teachers that are doing things that they're not supposed to be doing or not really thriving at their job or position. Highlight a lot of the things that the young scholars need to overcome. The drugs, social media, things that they're exposed to right now. They lose their innocence so very early. And just growing up, in particular as a child of the 70s, and just watching how movies have played out over the years, there were so many budgets that had things that the Wayans brothers would always call message. And so while LaShawn is pregnant as a high school student, she does have a 4.0 GPA, even though her father was murdered. So it shows all sides. And that's why I'm really happy for my nephew, Lil Blade, who plays Raymond. He did a really good job of not only showing up on camera, being professional, but also really killing his role as not only a student, but as a star basketball player. And you get a chance to see all sides of him, how he deals with adversity, how, when somebody trying to run up on him, what ends up happening. And I know you was getting tired when you was running because y'all had to do that a lot of times, I'm sure. And so,
Yeah, I definitely need some cardio.
right. And so, like, it was important to us to show all sides and in a setting like education because everybody is set to learn in that space.
And he likes your daughter on the show. Do you approve?
She like me,
You said she like you.
Yeah, she like me.
Okay.
We got it to where she got the crush. He's right in theory. But no, I haven't greenlit that yet.
Man, a lot of the shows about Detroit that have ever existed revolve around criminality. Darnell, you know this because you were on BMF. But some of the funniest people on the face of the planet, some of the funniest people that I know personally hail from Detroit.
Mhm.
Why was it important for you all to give the city a different look on Southwest High?
It's different layers to the city. A lot of people see Detroit from the outside looking in as this dangerous hood place, but it's been a lot of fixtures in the city as far as downtown. It's a lot of great people coming from the city, that aren't in the streets, or some people that started in the streets and they transferred their life over and they doing some good things in the community. So one thing with Jalen, he always stands on, what he stands for, which is positivity and pushing, the better lifestyle for kids and for just anybody. So I feel like this is him really bringing his vision to life and showing that side of Detroit, shedding light on the good side and the bad side, but how you can take a bad situation and, make good out of it rather than, arguing or going to kill somebody or fighting. Sometimes you need a mediator, which is Jalen's character in a lot of the situations, you know what I'm saying? So I just think it's a good thing for Jalen to be he basically doing what he do in his daily life on screen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all that is. Just shedding light on the other side of Detroit that people probably wouldn't get to see from the outside looking in.
Jalen, did you know when you all started this project that you were going to be the lead?
It really started with my partnership with my good friend and brother Tom Gores, who's the owner of the Detroit Pistons, and with the idea that we wanted to start a multimedia company together. And we recognized that that's what we say to each other a lot, that we're on the same page. So that's why the company ended up being called that. We met through our philanthropic efforts. He's from Flint and went to Michigan State. I'm from Detroit and obviously went to Michigan. But we just bond over our community work and trying to build and be successful at everything we do. So that became the foundation of now what's going to be the first project. And so Tom Hopkins introduces me to Dennis Reed, who had been doing this thing in this space for a long time in DR2. And we were just in the lab trying to think of what project can we do. So it wasn't, oh, am I going to act type of thing. It's like, what kind of project are we actually going to do? And it ended up being something set in education because we wanted to do something smart, something funny, and something that, could, have multiple layers to it and highlight a lot of different characters. And so that's where we landed as they started visiting the school and stuff, we were like, we could do a modern day version of Lean on Me. And that's kind of where it came from. And we didn't know that I was going to be the person to play Joe Clark initially, because kind of like me being at JRLA now, I was, I wouldn't mind being in it per se, but I ain't necessarily feel like I wanted to be the lead. And so I could think of a lot of people that I felt like, hey, we should get such and such to do it. And it ended up being that way. And we started writing it and started putting it together. And I started taking acting classes again and just started trying to put a cast together, try to put a team together. Is the person that's, the in the front office, is she too young? Should that be a person that resembles somebody else? And it just doing all of the work type of thing. And then it became Southwest High, and having so many people be very supportive and kill it in it, like Dawn Half-Kenny, who plays Ava, and my wife.
That's my dog right there. I known Dawn for 20 years. That's family right there, man. I love
right.
Dawn.
You see,
that's
she,
family.
yeah, she killed it. It's like she killed it. Tawanda Braxton, she killed it, playing my best friend who, recruited me to come back to, want to do that. And my guy Lee, the same thing. Both of them, they both killed it. And this guy killed it. Brooklyn Queen killed it. There's so many people that, like, Detroit has so much talent, right? We just need an opportunity to shine. And that's what they're taking advantage of. And I'm forever grateful just to have the opportunity to present a stage.
Yeah, I got to shout out my homegirl, Pajion, man, who's doing amazing things on Forever on Netflix as well. Living out here in LA, I see there's different pockets. It's kind of like federal prison. That's a wild comparison, but it's kind of like federal prison in that in LA, where you from will kind of dictate a lot about your social circle. And the cats from Chicago and Detroit and Atlanta a little bit stick together in a way that I think is so beautiful and so powerful. They create together, they go through hardship together because there's that commonality. And it's something being from Jersey that I've always kind of been jealous of, because we're very fragmented, separated from the tribe and community. I love the way cats from Detroit move. But Jalen, specifically for you, having founded the JRLA, right? And being so intentional about curating this experience for young Black men. My son is on the way to Morehouse. That's why I'm wearing all this Morehouse paraphernalia. So it's important to me as well. But how important is it for young Black men to be developed by someone with a vision specifically tailored for them?
Just like anything else, young people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. That's first and foremost. And that's time, that's trust, that's respect, that's, there's a saying that when I was growing up, it was like the most hypocritical thing of all time would say, do as I say, not as I do. Right now, they'll turn the camera around on you and be like, no, it doesn't work like that. And so you got to be who you say you are. And then that's initially how you earn the trust. And for JRLA, we graduated over 1,000 young men and women. And we currently have 400 in the building. I'm actually here right now. And so it's just important for us to put them in a safe learning environment where they can be in position to not only chase their goals in the classroom, but also chase their career goals as well, and put them in position to be successful while they're in high school, post-secondary, and hopefully once they matriculate and beyond.
Fire, man. Congratulations, bro. I think it's amazing.
Thank you. Y'all got to pull up when y'all ever in and around the city.
She live around the city. She up that way. That's why she had to bust down.
Bust down.
But Jalen and Darnell, let's get into the Pistons.
Yeah.
Let's get into the Pistons. I want to know your thoughts. We know that they're down right now 3-2 in this series against the Cleveland Cavaliers. What's going on? What's going on?
You take it, Lil Blade. I got a little theme song I want to play for this.
Man, I think we can do it, man. We balling. You ain't gonna win every game. They having a heck of a season though. You know what I'm saying,
brother?
Sir,
brother, that PC ass answer. We not doing that. That boy Jalen Duren is looking like dark skinned Rudy Gobert right now. He can't catch the ball, can't finish. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what happened to Jalen Duren from the regular season. This playoff
in the regular season,
he gonna get it together next game.
You think so? He been all playoffs. He been off.
Pistons in 7.
Would you give Jalen Duren a max contract, a super max contract right now?
That's the game now. There's no way around it.
Man, I'd take a max contract the way them boys get paid, boy. I'm about to go hoop in a minute, boy.
Is Duncan Robinson gonna be back for Game 6? You need Duncan Robinson at least to space the floor a little bit. You know, like there's you don't have a legitimate second scorer every single night that shows up. Again, Tobias' family, so I'm always gonna speak highly of him. But you need a full roster.
So I've watched human beings talk about this on TV even today. Let me tell you something. Our identity ain't how much we score. It's about getting stopped.
It's defense. Yeah, for sure.
You ever seen Detroit be good? Whether it's the Bad Boys, whether it's 2004, we getting stops. That's the difference. Like
Jalen,
we ain't getting stops. We should be able to win when we score 105 points. We should be able to win.
Yeah, but Donovan shot terrible in Game 5. James Harden scored 30, but his stats were terrible in Game 5. At the end of regulation, Asar Thompson was blocking everything that got put up, and yet you still lost. So you got stops, but you couldn't get buckets, and that's why ultimately you lost Game 5.
But it's also a game of chance. They could have called that trip at the end of the game.
They could have,
right? And I ain't even furious that they didn't call it. But so we had our chances. You know our chance? Our chances when we was up 9 with 3 minutes to go.
2 minutes.
That's when we got to handle it. But we going to be good. You just saw Michigan win it all. Football, we got Bryce Underwood. Nephew about to kill it this year. Pistons number 1 seed.
Yep.
We got to be number 1 in rap right now. We got to be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that? What did you just say? What did you say?
We got to be number 1 in rap right now. We always had the Motown sound.
Everybody took our style.
We got called time out. I can't let you say that.
Everybody took our beats, our style, our slang, everything.
Who the biggest? Don't make me listen. We can go down this route. We can keep it sports, or we can go hip hop.
Ask your question, brother.
There are certain artists from Detroit who fire 1,000%, but Detroit hip hop does not alter the landscape of the culture at large. Y'all know that.
That is not accurate, sir. What do you mean?
All I'm saying is
even the greatest of Detroit were the beneficiaries of producers from LA. We're not going to do this. We're not going to do this.
Who is the biggest rapper in the world that's alive in like history?
Jay-Z.
No, Eminem. Where are you from?
We not about to. Listen, when it comes
Eminem
to hip-hop,
put up more numbers than Jay-Z, dog.
He white. You don't want me to say? I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna hold it back. He white. Okay. He playing with a different set of rules, brother. We not doing that.
My hands up, dog.
We not doing that.
And the dope thing about Detroit, we could go like sales and numbers, but we can also go who got the bars too in style.
Man.
I love Royce the 5'9".
Royce, Shine got bars.
Come on now.
Let's keep it sports. Samari, where you want to ask your next question? I know you don't want to talk about hip hop because I do this all day.
And by the way, we ain't even like that. That's just scratching the earth. We got like another 50 guys.
Yeah, I know. I love Dave's Loaf too, but Samaria, get us out of hip hop.
Let's keep it sports, man. We don't want to tear them up, Jalen. Let's get back on the sports.
Yeah, come on, man. Because I kind of want to talk about the Detroit Shock. The Detroit Shock, one of the founding WNBA organizations. They are now the Dallas Wings, who just chose AZ Fudd as the number 1 draft pick, pairing her with Paige Beckers, which is an interesting dynamic. But does Detroit need a WNBA team? I think they do, but from your perspective, is it important for Detroit to have women's hoops in the city?
I believe so. Again, it goes back to the talent thing. Yes, and goes back to being diehard sports fans, which we are. If you see somebody with a Detroit cap on out of town, they usually from here, lived here, or know somebody from here. They represent, and that means something to them. Versus sometimes when you see somebody wearing a Yankee cap, they might just be a fan of them. And so it absolutely can host a Detroit Shock team. One that won the championship in the past, had a lot of success with Bill Laimbeer as the coach. So yeah, hopefully I think that's something that's in progress or happening.
Well, we only have like 2 minutes.
I ain't got
I
no
do want to
opinion.
ask
I don't
y'all.
want to.
Oh, I'm sorry, Darnell.
Nah, he was looking at me. I was like, I ain't got no way. Hey, if they ball out, man, I go.
You got the
support some
Joanna
more.
Man haircut right now. We gotta get you.
Okay,
Oh, my
okay,
God.
okay.
I don't like how thin
Before
your
we-
braids is, man. Leave me alone.
That was good. I like that.
We're not
I like
doing
that.
this. Before we go, the fans want to know, when is season 2 coming out? Because I know that they have bombarded social media. I see it all up and down my TikTok. They are ready for season 2. When is it coming out?
Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. But right now, go to Tubi right now and run up all 5 episodes. Darnell Lindsey Jr., a.k.a. Raymond, is killing it. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
Little Blade is running it up. So many great performances right now. Southwest High. Southwest! Southwest!
Southwest.
Run it up.
Man, somebody asked me about season 2 every time I step outside, though. I be like, man, I don't know. I'm trying to
And we
figure
doing
it out.
this real time. 3:15. Kids getting out of school. 400.
Yeah, I heard the bell. I heard the bell.
You know what I mean?
Before we really go, the internet loves assuming that they know how people feel. Jalen, when you saw Bam put up 83, eclipsing Kobe's 81, did you have any emotional reaction to the performance at all?
No, Black Mamba's my little brother. I love him. Rest in peace. Lost him way too soon. And respectfully, that ain't the record. Wilt got the record. It's 100. That's the record.
Yeah, but there's no video, so we don't.
There you go. It's like there's no video of all these Detroit rappers that's out here killing the game.
I respect Detroit. All my first cousins live in Detroit, just about. I respect the city, but hip hop, we're not gonna do that. Hoop, hairlines, glasses, wingtip shoes. Y'all got good teeth in Detroit. Y'all got good fluoride in your water.
Can I tell you what make us different too? We go with all of that. And you were talking about it earlier, like it's not just a neighborhood or a block thing. When we boss up, that's for all of us. That's for every neighborhood. Blade laid that down, OG. Any side,
Yes, sir.
everybody. It ain't just a block or a neighborhood.
I love it.
So that's what make us different. Also, give love, get love. From LA to the Bay. From the Bay to the A.
Up to NJ, Jersey. You feel me?
No.
My brother's naughty by nature. Shout out to my brother's naughty by nature. I used to go to KG's barbecue when I was in college. I got one of them OG naughty by nature hoodies. I wore it to the Final Four. And they was treating me like I was Scarface because I had on a rap hoodie.
I feel like Detroit and Newark, New Jersey are first cousins. I've always felt that way. It's a couple cities, Newark, Detroit, and Oakland. Very similar.
Kanye, shout to Trigger, Tretch. Shout to Vin Rock.
Hey, man.
What I'm saying, my people.
Thank y'all, brothers.
A young red man. A young Reggie Noble. Look out. Trump don't be knowing my name.
Can we get a Joe Budden plug? We like Joe Budden. How we feel about Joe as a rapper?
I got love for Joe. You know, Slaughterhouse Royce. Royce is my brother.
See? Samaria be hating. She want to talk about Atlanta hip hop, but we ain't got enough time for people with tight ass jeans. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Love.
We appreciate you. Continued ascension and success on Southwest. We're looking forward to season 2, but of course, finishing
y'all better watch it. Both of y'all better watch it.
No, I'm tapped in. I'm tapped again. Dawn is family.
It's really good.
Okay. What's your
yes.
This was like every time.
What's your favorite scene?
Can I be honest, Jalen? I was gonna bring my
Your
favorite
scene
scene up, but I didn't want to be crazy.
When you thought your daughter died. That's it.
That's what
No!
All right, much love, y'all.
Somebody get some help.
Okay, but is the teacher gonna get locked up or not? Because that's
Stay
what
tuned.
I want to know.
Stay tuned.
Y'all need to lock his ass.
Shout out to Stevie Braggs,
He's nasty.
aka Mr. Freeman. But
Nasty.
you see he's doing what he's doing, but he's still the best math teacher in school. You see what I'm saying?
Respect.
Showing all sides.
Respect. Darnell,
Blessings,
brother,
y'all.
I wish you a mustache quickly. Peace, y'all.